What's going on, guys? My name is Omega and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. So in today's video I want to talk more about the Fight Night story from the Outlands trailer that we got yesterday. The reason I'm doing this is because we actually got some more information regarding this trailer in the last 24 hours that does help to explain a lot of different questions. We also got word from developers that apparently a mistake was made in this trailer with one of the specific dates, so I will go over with you guys what that mistake was, as well as just some other fun facts regarding this trailer that I didn't cover in yesterday's video. First off, I want to actually talk about the voice actor that played Victor Malderez from this trailer. We actually got a tweet from Manny, one of the developers over at Respawn, who said that the voice actor who played Victor is named Anthony Alabi. He's actually a former NFL player who played for both the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Anthony then retired from the NFL in 2010 to pursue acting. He plays the character Maz McKellen from the Netflix show Family Reunion, and he's also had smaller roles in shows such as Shameless, NCIS, The Mick, and many more. Now, moving on, I want to talk to you guys about the Pathfinder memory where he was doing a news broadcast when Typhon blew up. We got word from developers that the date from this specific scene was actually wrong. In the video, it said that the date for this happening was 2658. The correct date that should have been shown was 2715. Now, while this doesn't really change much of the lore on the Apex Legends side of things, this did confirm that the actual date that Typhon was destroyed from the Titanfall series was in 2715. The Apex Legends writers also confirmed that the rest of the dates from the cinematic are correct. Now, in order to help explain to you guys the timeline of what's going on, I made a graphic basically showing you guys the chronological order of all of the events that we got from this trailer. So in 2658, this is the earliest video that we have, and that is Amelia's video to Pathfinder. In 2683, you can see a video of Path taking care of a baby. We then jump forward another 25 years to when Pathfinder witnesses Revenant killing Loba's parents. 7 years later, Pathfinder does the weather broadcast for when Typhon explodes. 3 years after that, in 2718, Pathfinder is piloting some kind of ship through space. 4 years after that, in 2722, Pathfinder is disarming C4 on some kind of door. A year after that is when Pathfinder catches Caustic, aka Alexander Knox. In 2724, Pathfinder is fired from his first job where he knocks over that vase. A year after that, in 2725, is the second time that Pathfinder was fired. Interestingly enough, in the same year, Pathfinder catches QW murdering another man. We also know from the lore that between the years of 2727 and 2728 is when Pathfinder originally met Mirage, and Mirage offered Pathfinder a job to help build the stadium for the Apex Games, and then in 2733, 5 or 6 years after that, is when the Apex Games begin. That's the date we know the Apex Games began because Manny confirmed on Twitter that they did start 18 years after Typhon exploded. Also, since Pathfinder does have a memory of him catching QW in 2725, I do imagine that this story from the Outlands takes place between the years of 2725 and before the year 2727 when he met Mirage and was offered a job to work on the Apex Games. So one thing I do want to point out from this timeline, since the rest of the dates from this trailer were correct, it means that the theory that Amelia P is Wattson's mother is actually incorrect. It doesn't disprove that she isn't related to Wattson in some way, but we do know that Amelia's broadcast was recorded in 2658 and Pathfinder was taking care of a baby in 2683. So if that baby was Wattson, it would make her about 50 something years old right now, which obviously doesn't make sense because we do know Wattson is 22 according to the lore. I do apologize for the confusion in yesterday's video. I think I just got carried away with all of the excitement, and a lot of people were saying that it was Wattson's mother. Now, it could just mean that Amelia P is Wattson's grandmother, which means that the baby that Pathfinder was taking care of was actually Wattson's mom. But again, that's just a theory and we're just gonna have to wait and see on what actually happens. Now, another question that I saw a lot of was how old would Rampart be in the cinematic, since they are mentioning her modded wingman. We know she joined the games at 21, so how old would she be during this Fight Night trailer? This got a response from Manny, one of the Apex devs, who said Rampart has been at it for a while. Now, if my theory is true about the timeline of this trailer, like I said, it must take place between the years of 2725 and 2727, which would make Rampart around 13 or 15 years old at the time of this trailer. According to Apex Wiki, it does say in the lore that Rampart started modding when she was at the age of around 12 or 13, so it is possible that Rampart had already started to make a name for herself since she was modding weapons at such a young age. Now, the last really interesting thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is that there's actually a reference to QW in one of Crypto's loading screens from Season 5. In the description of the loading screen, it says that Crypto used to work as a computer engineer until his life was taken away from him after he got a contract from someone with the initials QW. For those of you guys who are not aware, before joining the games, Crypto was a computer engineer for the Syndicate. He basically helped to broadcast the Apex games to everyone using his drones. While Crypto and his foster sister Mia were working, they stumbled upon an algorithm that would let them predict the match of any Apex games. The next day, Mia disappeared and he was forced into hiding after being framed for killing her. That's basically why Crypto ended up joining the Apex games after he destroyed the repulsor tower in Kings Canyon. It was the only way that he could really sneak in without being noticed. Now obviously there was some kind of betrayal here between QW and Crypto. I'm not sure what exactly their relationship was, whether QW was the one who actually hired Crypto to work on the Apex games, or if QW is specifically the one responsible for framing Crypto of murder. There's still a lot of different questions that we have left to answer, including if QW is even still alive. We saw him get shot out of the dropship, or at least the person who we presume to be QW. I'm guessing QW's story doesn't end right there because he does have links to other characters in the game. It would definitely be weird if they just killed him off before we had any concrete evidence of who this character was and his relationship to the story. But yeah guys, that's basically all I have for today's video. I know you might still have some questions that are unanswered, but that's kind of the point of these trailers. You know, we're not supposed to be able to guess every single little thing that is happening. There's a lot of stuff that's just going to be left up in the air, and I'm sure it's probably going to either be answered in future cinematics or in the Pathfinder lore book that we know is coming out early next year. So I'm definitely excited to continue talking about lore in Apex Legends. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video though. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace out.